Good morning, children. I think you all have read lesson number 2, Everything is Possible. So, children, how everything is possible? When we people are determined, or we people are focused towards our goal, or we people resolute to something. Resolute means when we think that we can and we should, then nothing remains impossible, everything becomes possible. So here was a beautiful story wherein the girl named Anjali, she helped one girl, Pinky. Yes, in what ways she helped her? She helped her to get the books, to help to get reading and writing through different storybooks, and different types of storybooks were given by Anjali to Pinky. Yes, from which she got to learn how to read, how to write, and that was the basic education to get admission in the school. So in this way, both the girls were very, very hardworking and very, very determined. Determined means what you think you can, okay, and what you believe in. So today, after the lesson, we have come again with the comprehension part. So children, don't worry, you will get everything in the written form as well, but choose the correct option. These multiple answers you people are not getting in the written form, yes, from this lesson onwards. Only answer the questions like B will be given in the written form, and some of the exercises, if teacher feels were difficult. Yeah. So let's move towards the comprehension part A. Choose the correct option. First, Anjali and her parents had shifted. Many of you might have written the answers as well. So shifted to Junagadh from another city. Yes, option A. Second, which of the given statements is true? First, Anjali's mother was the commissioner and her father worked in a bank. Second, Anjali's father was the commissioner and her mother worked in a company. C, Anjali's father was the commissioner and her mother worked in a bank. So what do you think, children, after reading the story, which option seems correct? Yes, option B. Anjali's father was the commissioner. No, option C. Anjali's father was the commissioner and her mother worked in a bank. So mother was a banker and father was commissioner. Correct? Option C. Third, Raghuram was. Who was Raghuram? Option A. A gardener who worked in a mango orchard. B. An officer who worked in a bank. C. Pinky's uncle. So which option is correct? Yes, option A. Raghuram was a gardener who worked in a mango orchard. Now let's move towards question 4. Anjali introduced Pinky to the world of animals, the world of books, the world of plants. As Pinky was unable to go to school, Pinky was unable to read and write. So definitely Anjali exposed her to the world of books. So which option? B. Okay, children. Okay, let's move towards the next question. Answer the questions. B. What did Anjali's father do? Yes, Anjali's father was a commissioner. Okay, you can stretch your answer as per the story. Yes, you will get in the written form. Don't worry, here we are discussing only. What was second question? What was one of the many things that Anjali liked about Junagadh? Yes, as they entered into the new city, Junagadh. So first of all, Anjali, had fallen in love with the lush green city. Lush means full of plants, full of greenery, and she enjoyed safari also. isn't it? So I think answer is given in the first para that you can mark out. Third, so out of all the things, what would she like the most? Of course, lush green city. Yes. Third, how did Anjali help Pinky learn to read and write? Okay, so Anjali helped Pinky learn to read and write by introducing her many storybooks. Even she gave her old storybooks to her. Yes, she read so many stories in front of her. Yeah. And moreover, if the student, Anjali became a teacher and Pinky became a student, and student should be very very eager to learn, then only teacher can teach everything properly. Yes. Fourth question is, do you think Anjali did the right thing by giving her old books to Pinky? Why? Yes, we think Anjali did the right thing by giving her old books to Pinky, because she wanted her to study, she wanted her to get prepared to go to school. And moreover, she did the right thing because after hearing the stories, someone, if you people are reading the story, the teacher reads the story for you people, and you people get eager to go through the pictures, and you also start creating some imaginations in your mind towards the characters in the story. Yeah, so the same imagination was created in Pinky. Yeah, so it created a great impression in her mind. Okay, question number 5. How do you think Anjali felt after helping Pinky to learn reading and writing? Of course, Anjali felt so excited. She was so happy, extremely happy, helping Pinky to read and write. Yes, because she said that everything is possible. As Pinky said that she cannot go to school, as she doesn't know reading and writing, so Anjali made it possible. Yes. Sixth, how do you think Pinky's life changed after Anjali helped her? What would have happened if Anjali had not met Pinky? Yes, it's very interesting personal response question. So how do you think Pinky's life changed? Yes, Pinky got the right to get education. Pinky's life was changed, definitely changed, when someone gets knowledge. Someone if the child goes to school and gets the learning, the knowledge, so definitely the child feels happy, and the same was with Pinky. So of course, second part of the question is, if she had not met, Anjali would not have met Pinky, then definitely Pinky would be spending the same life, regular life, and definitely she would be doing some household chores. Yeah. And she would be nobody would be helping her in learning reading, or to send her to the school and everything. She would be like town girl, village girl. Yes. So it was a great help provided by Anjali to Pinky. So life skills and values are also mentioned, children. Anjali was the happiest when Pinky started going to school. Why do we feel happy when we help others? Think of an incident when you helped somebody and felt happy. Narrate the incident in class. So children, you can record this, you can record this incident when you helped someone and you felt so happy, and send to the teacher. Teacher will check it out. Now let's move towards the next. Now comes the vocabulary part. Children, in vocabulary we have compound words. You can see on the screen compound words. Compound means the combination of two or more than two words. See, each word is having its own meaning. Suppose, example, bed plus room is taken. So it becomes bedroom. Bed is having its own meaning and room is having its own meaning. But when they come together, they make a different word which is again having a meaning. Okay, so two meaningful words, when they come together, make a new word, that's called compound words. Okay, so a compound word is a word formed by combining two words. Examples are given: football, football. Okay, laptop, lap is the part of your legs when you move it up. So top is top, laptop coming together becomes laptop. That is the name of, that is the type of computer. Yeah. Now A and B exercise I would like you people to do at home. Okay, you can do in the textbook only. If you feel some of the things you should keep remember, so you can do in the notebook as well. Okay children. So dictionary skills, here you will have to circle the correct spellings. Dictionary skills children. A and B exercise you will have to do by your own. Now madam is just teaching you or highlighting you the main parts. Yeah. Circle the correct spelling. Now let's see the correct spelling. First one is excited. So yeah, I found that is C, option C, EXCITED, excited. Number 2, okay, praised. Okay, I found B, option B, PRAISED, yes. Number 3, treasure, 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 option A. Third, option A. Fourth, favorite, very easy, FAVOURITE. Now you find option C. Fifth, magazine, MAGAZINE, magazine. So spelling of magazine, option is A. Which one is the correct option? A. Got it children? Very good. Now let's move towards the next part, grammar part. Okay, so articles. Children, definitely you people are getting this part in the grammar portion as well, but whatever the part comes here in the backside of the story or lesson, that we will cover very fast. Articles, there are two types of articles, definite and indefinite. So articles indicate whether a noun is specific or general. This topic is already done in the 3rd standard. Yeah. So specific are the, specific article is the, and general article is a or an. Okay children. So indefinite, let's talk about. Indefinite means an. Is used with the consonant sounds. Yeah, before the consonant sounds for anything, any singular thing, and an is used before vowel sound, before anything. That thing is not particular. Okay, anything. If I say I met a friend, yes, here is the example. I met a friend. Friend is a noun. How many friends? One friend. Which friend? A friend means particular, it's not particular friend. A friend means any friend. Okay, and F means f, that is the consonant sound. So what is used? Okay, consonant sound a, and for any an. Okay. The indefinite article is always used with the singular noun when it is used for the first time. For example, I saw a cat outside my house. Okay, first time when you are introducing something, so you are using or an. Okay, when it becomes familiar to you, When you know the thing, second time you can use the. The indefinite article a is used before consonant sound. Okay. The dogs lived in a shelter. The indefinite article an is used before vowel sound. For example, it is an allergy. Okay, allergy. It starts with vowel and vowel sound. So an is used. Okay. Now comes towards the definite article. The definite article is the. It is used when we talk about a specific person or thing that both the speaker and the listener know. Now I am speaking and you are listening. So if I talk about the suppose the school. Now the school is known to you and to me both. Then I can use the school. Okay. Otherwise only school. If I say the doctor, it means the doctor is known to you and to me. We both are familiar. That time I can use the. Otherwise, okay. The president is visiting the Taj Mahal. The president. Now president is known to us. The Taj Mahal. Why? Because for the monuments, before the monuments, special monuments, unique buildings, we are using the. Some rules are there. When we speak of someone or something for the first time, we use a or an. The next time we repeat that noun, we use the. For example, a boy came in. Second time again we are talking about the same boy. So the boy had a puppy in his hands. Which boy? Yes, he is already introduced in the first sentence. A boy. First time. Now we know that boy. The boy. Yes. The boy who came in. He had puppy in his hands. The boy. Second time. Do not use articles with names of countries, states, cities, lakes, mountains. For example, he lives in Manali. We don't say he lives in a Manali or the Manali. That is the place. Okay. Name of place. So only Manali. Okay. So next you have he is training to climb Mount Everest. So that is mountain. We cannot say the Mount Everest or a Mount Everest here in the before this mountain. Okay. If a country is collection of states, we use the definite article. For example, the United States. Country is collection of states. So there we use the United Kingdom, the United States. We don't say the India. That is wrong, because that's only one country. That is not the the states. That is combination of states. That's why we are talking the United States. Do not use articles with plurals and uncountable nouns. For example, she writes books. Okay, we cannot write she writes the books. Okay, books means any type of book she is writing. No, he loves classical music. Okay, we cannot say he loves the classical music. No, he loves classical music. So children, these are some terms, these are some rules which you have to keep in mind. Okay. When we will study in the grammar part, then definitely madam will give in the complete form. Next is fill in the blanks with the suitable articles. That is the exercise to complete. You can complete, children, after learning all the rules. Now next is prepositions of time. That is also grammar part. Now prepositions are the words which tell us the which gives the relation between noun or pronoun with something else in the sentence. We use prepositions to describe a relationship between a noun and the other words in a sentence. Prepositions used with time expressions are called prepositions of time. The words at, in and on are three common prepositions of time. In is used to talk about years, like in 1994, he was born in 1994. To talk about months, I visited Delhi in December. To talk about decades, the film was released in the 70s, like 70s, 61 to 70, that century, yes, decades. To talk about centuries, the machine was invented in the 18th century. To talk about seasons, we wear warm clothes in winter. To talk about periods of time, the bridge was built in 6 months period of time. So children, these are the terms which you need to remember. You can mention in the notebook as well along with the rules. Now on is used to talk about days. Yes, on Sunday, on Thursday, on Tuesday. We cannot say in Thursday. Okay, that is wrong. He returned on Tuesday. Second, to talk about the morning, afternoon, evening, night of a certain day. He called me on Monday morning. Yes, a particular day and the time is mentioned. Part of the day is mentioned. Monday morning, Sunday morning, Monday night, Sunday night. Okay, so we are using on along with the day and the part of the day. To talk about dates, Independence Day is celebrated on. Like I was born on. Yes, when you mention the dates, we are using on. Now at is used to express an exact time of the clock. If I ask you what's the time now? Okay, when will you come at my home? I will come at 1 o'clock today. Yes, I have a music class at 1 o'clock. To talk about holiday periods. Holiday periods. Now you people are enjoying your holidays, yeah? No, these are not holidays. This is the learning part. Yes, school days are going on. He will come home at Christmas. Okay, he will come home at Diwali. Okay, means you are talking about the holiday periods. You have holiday periods, during Christmas, during Diwali, during summer. Yes. With the words night, sunrise and sunset. Owls hunt at night. We cannot say in night, at night. Okay. To talk about meal times. Meal means your food, when you eat food. Meal times like lunch time and dinner time. The canteen is crowded at lunch time or at dinner time or at breakfast time. Okay, any time, meal times you can mention in this way using at. Now let's proceed to the next one. Now prepositions of time is having one exercise as well. I think you can complete it on your own. Yes, if you find any difficulty you can ask your teacher, children. Okay, now listening and speaking. Okay, listen to the poem The Arrow and the Song by Henry Wordsworth Longfellow and fill in the blanks. Now this is not at all with me. Here you can find at the right side one icon is given of a speaker. So here the CD would be played for you, not now but very soon. Okay, children. So this is a very beautiful story. If you find it on YouTube, you can get it. Okay, now let's proceed to the next part. Speaking. Divide the class into groups of 10. Each team will create a chain story. Chain means sequence story. What comes next? What comes next? Okay, you can join it. Now let's see what to do here. Here are the rules for the players. Are you ready to play? Okay, you will have to speak then. Okay. Each person can say only one sentence and the story must continue. Each player must, each person can say only one sentence starting. Yes. The first player begins the story by saying, once there lived a young girl in the city of Mumbai, and completes the sentence. The next player will continue the story in a meaningful way. Yes, imagination. Stories are related to your imagination. So definitely you can add it on. You can add to the sentences, previous sentences, like sequence. This process continues until it reaches the last player in the team. Suppose you five are playing, yeah. The first one speaks the sentence, and the second one imagines and relates something with the story, and then it continues till the last player in the team. The last player will conclude the story in one sentence. Conclude means end up, summary, like, okay, what happens at the last, okay. So conclusion with the results. Choose any one of the following as the theme of your story. So theme: friendship, sharing, kindness, helping others. So any title can be chosen for the story. Now writing skills includes Chotu, an orphan, works in a tea stall. Orphan means someone who doesn't have parents. Orphan, okay. Write a paragraph on how you would help him so that he can stop working and go to school. So that is the same story like Pinky, as Pinky was not going to school, and if Anjali would not have met her, definitely Pinky would be doing the same things for long life. Yes, for her complete age time. So here you can write a paragraph of that boy Chotu, an orphan, that how would that boy should go to how would you help that boy to go to school. Okay, so children, here we would like to finish this part and hope that you would come up with your exercises done in the notebook or in the textbook. If you find it, you can do in the notebook also. If you find it to do in the textbook, you can, but come up with your queries. We'll be waiting. So children, here we finish our today's topic, that is comprehension and grammar part, along with the writing skills and vocabulary. Okay, till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.